Greetings, traveler.
So this is a game from BeterBabbit. Alright, he insta-picks, well, not really insta-picks Voon, but he picks Voon pretty highly, I would say. I am horrible with Voon, so it'll be fun to see what he does with it. Now, I will say that landing a triple swabby on this turn helps. Okay, this is interesting. Why does he use the lesser here? Is that just to get a spell out of the shop? I guess so, because he's gonna have extra money. Yeah, if he had found a coin here, it could do something. Oh my god. Yeah. That's cheating. Okay, so if you get a triple for your turn where you copy, I can see liking Voon a lot more. Okay, well, you know, these games are highlights for a reason, so it's fun to see the craziness happening. But yeah, so he has 2 Azurites on turn 4. It's pretty good. And then he gets a good spell. It's also pretty good. Oh, he wanted to roll an elemental here for sure, but you know, it's fun. Whatever. He can take another loss. It's not a big deal. So we're gonna see how he really we're gonna see how the early high roll matters here. Okay, the editor's having some fun with a comment. Okay. And he rolls money again. So does he buy that? He should, right? Because he gets a free reroll and then he can buy another unit. So it's turn 5 right now. Turn 6, it goes off again. He can have his buddy out. But I guess he's not too worried about copying for a triple right now. Because he wants spells more than anything. Because he's still just buffing a lot with the Azurites. Because normally I'd say people want to get their Voon buddy out on turn 5, so that on turn 6 the hero power and the buddy proc together. But I suppose he's not that interested in it right now. Oh man, overconfidence is so good with this. I'm wondering what he's going to copy here. I'm expecting him to buy both those allies, yeah. Oh, he can copy the spell, I suppose. That's not a bad copy, yeah. That's fair. And then he gets the buddy out, so next turn he copies again. Man, this is so clean so far, because he's somewhat likely to win this one, right? The opponent would have to have something pretty outrageous to beat the shields. And then if he wins, which he probably will, yeah, this is just whatever board, then he gets the money from the overconfidence. I'm not sure if he played a extra coin. I think he did. Careful investment. Even if he didn't, this is super good. So the buddy can now copy something else. So he can pull Azurite from the telescope here. Or he can triple... Okay, sure. Yeah, he's going to play that, right? Yeah. Ah, God, yeah. He was looking for Shell. He was looking for Shell. Okay. Man, this is such an OFC game, but I'm all for it. Totally fine. Let's go. I guess we still buy this spell. Man, so if he just keeps holding one Shellemental in his hand the whole time, then he can copy that into infinity, essentially. The buddy will now make one more shell. Then on turn 9, his hero power will proc again, and his buddy as well, right? So I guess he wants to avoid that the shell triples to his hand and that he has to hold a golden one. It's fine if it triples, but he would have to generate 2 then, right? So that because that's essentially how he gets in trouble with this. If he can just make it so that he never has to hold a golden shell, that means he can just copy Shellemental time after time after time. And that's obviously insane with an Azurite setup. Yeah, overconfidence is such a good roll when you're so strong, because it just keeps the snowball going. Yeah, he buys the Shellemental still because he has this Wraith. It's so good. So what's he looking for right now? I guess he's just ramping up. I don't think there's anything in particular. Oh, man. That was good. He still has the shell, so I guess he wants to play it now. Yep. Yeah, he needs to keep one in his hand. Freeze, because Chef is pretty good. So now we're going into turn 9. This is where he makes 2 more shells, which is fine. Because then he'll have a golden one and a regular one. And then he can play the golden one and hold the regular one in his hand. And he can keep copying shell the whole time. The ideal hit would be Drukhari to have the end of turn trigger more. Because then both his buddy and his hero power will trigger off Drukhari. Hey Noel, thank you for the 56. So I'm a little bit surprised he's not just straight leveling for it, because I think he's strong enough to be able to do it. But it is beater and he's on 27. So the idea is I will win as long as I don't do anything stupid. Which means let's just buy some spells, buy some elementals, don't get weaker, and then, you know, you'll be fine. I guess the shield goes? Yeah. He gets like a little bit weaker, but he has enough money to end on a good board, because he's going to get quite some buffs in. He also has this ooze here to give him more stats. Right, he's going to throw it on the minion in the shop in case he doesn't hit anymore. And now it would be great if he finds something to stimulant. Yep, big shield. So even, and this is the thing I need to get better at, I would have just thought like, oh, you know, need Drukhari because YouTube highlight, let's go. But I think if you're really trying to win, right, if you're just a very high level player, you care about not losing in this spot, because he wins the long game. Like, he knows he wins the long game. There's no need to take risks. He has essentially infinite Shellementals, and his shop is huge. So that's a phenomenal combo. So if he can keep 27 health here, it means he can get really, really unlucky in one fight and still be fine. Although, yeah, I was going to say, I'd be quite surprised if he doesn't tier now that he has this huge Divine Shield in his hand that he got from the thing, what's it called? The ooze spell thing. Right. He does have a triple buddy available at some point. Does he care about that? No, he doesn't. Okay. Matriarch's kind of nice to end on. Oh, he's just selling the, yeah, I guess he's done buffing. This is another something I need to look at. I would have not been done buffing yet, but... So the reason he ends up going for the golden buddy here is that now he can start copying a shell every turn instead of every 2 turns. Yeah, that's just silly. And he's just saying, hey, you know, I've got 50-50 on my elementals. That is fine. Again, I will win the long run. I need to just not die. How could I die? Well, if I keep this golden Azurite, I might fight someone with a good enough board, and then I take damage. And, you know, he's not likely to die this game, period. But if there is a way for him to die, it's probably because he kept this golden Azurite for too long. It's not because he didn't buff his shop more. So yeah, I suppose he's really just rolling... I was gonna say, I suppose he's really just rolling for Drukhari now. But yeah, he's confused. Well, he's like, oh wait, I hit it. Nice. All right. So yeah, all he has to do is keep 1 shell in his hand and let the madness begin. His hero power will proc next turn, but his buddy is giving him 2 copies now, right? So every turn, 2 more shells. That's quite outrageous. I suppose from this point on, the only thing you really need to do is make sure that you have an elemental in your shop for your shells, and that you then go to tier 6 for the shields, I would say. All right, he's not going for golden. He's not going for the golden wraith. Yeah, it's just rolling a bit. It doesn't really matter. Big shield and then a buff. Sure, why not? Man, this is outrageous now. Yeah, I guess cleave here is a little bit better than shield, but it's completely irrelevant. He has so much health. on his Azurites because of these Shellementals. I mean, the game is over now. Let's be honest. It's just about how many Shellementals can he get, right? If he gets Elementals of Surprise, he can save, right, a few shells, because he shouldn't be able to roll into more Shellementals naturally from this point on, just because the like they're all out of the pool. But that doesn't prevent the Voon buddy and the Voon ability from making more Shellementals. That's quite outrageous, yeah. So he just needs, he needs to find an Ellie so he can use his buffs. There's another Drakari here. Yeah, if Savjz gives him money, he could get the Drakari in his hand as well. Yeah, so like generate a minion here. Yeah, Chef will do. Cool. I'm guessing he's just going to play down a unit. Oh, he doesn't even have to. He has Tempest. Sure. Yeah, he's thinking, do I want to waste a roll or do I want to have a Tethys on the board? And he's like, yeah, I'll have a Tethys on the board. It doesn't matter, but it's just cool to see him think about those little things. Like, would I waste a roll? Or I'll have a Tethys. Okay, we have a 30% chance to lose here because our opponent is going full scam, which is not uncommon at high MMR. So this is why he was still a little bit careful earlier on, right? He was thinking about his moves because it still matters. Someone could still do something to him. Now, if he gets Wildfire, if he gets a bunch of shields, then he's okay. So he'll just get Wildfire. So here, I guess he's just rolling it down for the golden. Okay, I swear to God, that's not scripted. I mean, I guess it is scripted in that it's a VOD, but I didn't know he was gonna hit it this roll. Yeah, now I guess it's just go to 6, right? Although I don't think he can do it this turn. Yeah, sure, let's get some more money. Yeah, I think you just take this shop, right? Because if you don't roll another, elemental, that's so heartbreaking. Okay. Man, it's like board space. You just hold one, right? You just hold one? I think so. He's like, do I sell my 400? No. Okay, oh my God. Beater, please. Beater, please. He's like, what's a 400 anyway? I can get 50-50. Lul. I'm not sure if I would have done that. Actually, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have done that. But hey, you know, Beater's a pro, so we're all for it here. So this is turn 13, so it's just the buddy. But it's a golden Drakari. Oh my God, dude, look at this. Look at this. I'm pretty sure he could have just held one shell, right? And keep his 400. But again, it doesn't really matter. And the 400 is getting sold anyway, so unless he rolls a Mutinous, which he currently can't because he's on 5, it just does not matter. He was going to lose those stats anyway because he wouldn't have held a golden shell. So yeah, he's just like, well, I'm not going to lose this turn anyway, so I may as well just play it and get permanent stats because this Azurite is done. All right, triple. You just go to 6, right, for Elemental of Surprise? Okay, there's something that he's looking for on 5. I guess maybe just Cleave or something. Yeah. I guess the Cleave Elemental is good against Scam. Yeah, this will be interesting to see what he's actually going to end up buying, if anything. He does need to make sure he rolls an Ellie. I would not want to roll more. I would just take that Ellie. He's selling the 500 Divine Shield. Oh. This is actually insane. Okay. He's like, well, I got to play more Shell, so hey, here we go. Whee! Oh my God, this is... I can absolutely respect it. That is a fantastic decision. Disregard 500 Divine Shields. Acquire more Shellemental. Oh my God. Oh, right. He's rolling for the... what's its name? the 5-drop that scales with the elementals, yeah. That's true, that's true. And Fungus is also pretty big, because he played a lot of spells, right? But he's been playing with, oh my god, he's actually smaller. But he's also played, yeah, he's played a decent amount of elementals, because of with the double Azurite, it should be bigger, yeah. Yeah, so the I guess the ideal hit would have been that 5-drop. I get it now. Okay, as usual, beaters, right? I just wanted to level for the Divine Shield, but if he rolls the 5-drop to oh, he hits it! Oh my god! Yep. Yeah. So that minion, the Tempest or whatever it is, that's the one he's been hunting for. Excuse me. And then a cleave, you can play that. Oh, okay. Well, he's like, oh no, it's not a shell. I'm playing more shell, baby. Oh my lord. Look at this, dude. That's actually so outrageous. So he has 7 Shellementals already now. That's actually so insane. Excuse me, sorry. So the scammer died. That's good. Because, I mean, his board is going to be a little bit vulnerable to some kind of scam, but with Murlocs out, I mean, if you have a chance to do this, you have to do this. Hey, JJ, thank you so much for the raid. We're just in the middle of watching one of Beater's absolute masterpieces. He's currently got 6 golden Shellementals, and he's got 2 more in his hand. It's actually so insane. Yeah, I guess he's hunting for a 3rd golden Shellemental right now. I mean, this is pretty outrageous no matter what. All right, so I guess he just plays the 1 and then rolls, right? Play the 1, unload, and then roll. This is so many stats. It's actually so silly. You like what I see? This is, yeah. So for anyone who hasn't seen the game or doesn't know the player, it's called BeterBabbit. Streams on Twitch, also on YouTube. This is a YouTube highlight. Make sure to check him out. Absolute monster. This is actually a scripted game. Okay, I see. All right, so with that last hit, he has the 7th golden Shellemental. Dude. I mean, this is... what a masterpiece. I also love that he did this, because this is not the, you know, correct play. Right? This is not the highest win % play. But it's absolutely the correct streamer play. So I definitely agree. But the crazy thing is that there's Nightbane on the other end, right? So the opponent's not even that far off. If they had Titus on the board, they'd actually get way more damage. Now, it doesn't really matter because part of their board sucks, right? They have Gula Cabra, they have Summoner and all that. All right. Bonk. There we go. What an amazing game.